Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. I'm super excited you're here. My name's Den, and I'm the founder of iDRAMAS, which is Immunity Drama Solutions. So perhaps you're here because you were invited by a friend or myself to take a look at the iDRAMAS platform, and you're looking at this video, or you're invited to a Zoom and somebody's just hit play. It might be myself or someone else inviting you to have a look at what we're doing, this platform, this amazing industry, and how we're going to ride the wave of inflation. Or perhaps I or somebody else came and knocked on your doors to invite you to have a look at this, because yes, this is a solution that I've created, a platform which provides all of the information, education, the pages, the videos, the blogs, the links that you can share to start a conversation, to very easily just help people learn about what it is that we're doing, this movement, and this huge opportunity. But actually, if you've got zero time to do any kind of business because you've got the kids, you've got your work, you're stressed, you can just participate as a consumer in what we're doing and still generate an extra income, a passive income. And this is something that I've been dreaming about doing for people, because obviously there's myself and there will soon be others that will be going door to door to build businesses for people that have zero time, zero energy, zero drive, zero ambition, maybe even to learn skills that can actually generate you significant income. You know, we want to go door to door and actually, if nothing else, help people generate a second income, and also be able to benefit at the same time from taking some products that are going to really, really boost their health. Of course, the more that people put into these things, the more they'll get out, even if we're, you know, building a huge team underneath you or aim to do that. It's going to be a bigger focus of us helping people that are actually actively, you know, inviting people to learn about what we're doing, to try and help us build this movement, because it's through building the movement that we can help far more people, millions of people, and we can do it very quickly. And financially, physically, mentally, spiritually, consciously, in every way, we want to holistically help everybody's health, because it's all integrated. And so that's what this platform is about. Okay, so this is the first 10 steps here. You can just get a summary of the 10-step process if you're building a business. But firstly, I want to show you this video. Have a business like this. Why would you want a business like this?
No entrepreneur can do it all by themselves. Every entrepreneur has to have powerful partnerships, people or teams or companies they can link up with. A business that's operating in 51 countries around the world. Do you know somebody from another country? Maybe you're from another country. Would you like to do business in other countries? I personally have a business that never sleeps. I make money 24/7. We go to sleep in the United States. That's okay. Asia wakes up. Asia goes to sleep. That's okay. Europe wakes up. Europe goes to sleep. That's all right, because America's going to wake up next. We just make money 24/7. Can you imagine a business like that? What would happen to you if you built a business that was unfortunately on Main Street in Port-au-Prince, Haiti, or any other place where a natural disaster, a flood, a fire, an earthquake, something comes along, and you sunk your entire life's work into a location, into a city, making a name or a reputation, and you're one of the few that actually made it, and your business worked, and it's making money, you want to will it to your kids, and all of a sudden, bam, in a nanosecond, it's all gone, it's over. How would you like to have a business that's not based anywhere? It's just kind of out there in the cloud. It's kind of really nowhere. It's just this network of people that are linked together globally. A business no flood can sweep away. No earthquake can knock it down. No fire can burn it up. What about a business like that?
Throughout history, a humble yet vitally important plant has contributed to the health and prosperity of civilizations both ancient and new. It is said that oil derived from this plant was used for holy anointings. While legend has it, this plant grew in southern Mesopotamia, in the most famous garden of all. It's now your time to be part of the solution.
American hemp must meet the needs of our Army and Navy as well as of our industries.
Marijuana, the burning weed with its roots in hell.
I think, we've been terribly and systematically misled in this country for some time, and I did part of that misleading. I think it's irresponsible of the medical community not to offer this as an alternative.
Thank you, everybody. God bless you. I'm now going to sign this farm bill.
If you'd have said to me a few years ago before I started with this company, what's the difference between cannabis, hemp, marijuana, I would have said, there's no difference, it's the same. And that could not be less true. Hemp, like you see behind me, it's a very distinct plant, a naturally higher CBD content and a very natural low THC content. And so what we have here is the non-intoxicating form that's found in much better quantities here in this industrial hemp than with some of the modified marijuana that we see growing domestically in the US today.
Stewart's really a pioneer in the cannabis industry. There may well not be CBD in this country if it weren't for Stuart Titus, or in the world for that matter.
We did our first shipment across state lines of our first product. That night, you were definitely sweating because you never know when law enforcement would come in, and of course we were clutching our legal opinion letters in hand. But as someone who has seen the incredible benefit to people, the stories that keep coming in, my gosh, how can you not go on this path?
Everybody's talking about cannabis. Forbes said by the year 2024, cannabis is going to be a $20 billion industry, CBD in particular. Canaway is leading the way. We are the premier cannabis company. Stewart, along with their group of researchers, figured out what was legal, figured out what wasn't legal, and then, figuring out how to extract it, figuring out how to legally get it to our country, figuring out how to legally market in the state of California, and then figuring out how to legally market in our entire country. Stu really is a pioneer in this business and has changed lives all over the world. As you look around now, CBD's everywhere. And who knows where it came from? Who knows how it was grown? Who knows if they did any testing on it? Who knows if it was well researched? I read all the time about the FDA doing testing on products. Most of them don't come back with what the label claim says. We've been at this for a long, long time. We are the professionals in the space. So we want to make sure when we're delivering a product to you, it's triple lab tested. Exactly what's on the label is what's delivered to your doorstep, so you can take the product with confidence and then experience the great benefits.
When we first started, we looked at 3,000 different types of seed, farmers, farms, climates. Everything went into this consideration. And with our farm here in the Netherlands, we found an absolute home run of everything that we were looking for.
You're getting the full spectrum of all of the cannabinoid profiles in there. So you're getting CBD, you're getting CBDA, you're getting CBG. In cannabis, they call it the entourage effect. You're not just getting one molecule, you're getting the benefit of the whole plant. Our company sells the green, blue, and gold formulations that make up almost all of the Canaway product line. They're the most efficacious, they're the original, and we're the only ones in the market selling.
This is just, my passion. I would never have changed my life one iota. Anything else I would have done could never have been this significant for the future of humanity and mankind, for sure.
You can look at everything around you right now. Okay, look at your watch, look at your computer, look at your TV. Are all those things going to be bigger in 10 years than they are today? I don't know the answer to that. With respect to cannabis, you could ask anybody that's living on the planet today whether the cannabis industry is going to be bigger 10 years from now than it is today, and it's a universal yes. If you get involved and make a difference in a positive direction, then it's absolutely an opportunity you can't pass up. We're working hard to make sure that Canaway can provide an opportunity for you to participate in the cannabis boom. Welcome to Canaway.
Hemp oil. There is so much buzz right now around these little bottles of oil tinctures. You hear about hemp in just about every form of media these days, from the news to articles circulating on social media to Senate bills being passed, and even on TV shows. Hemp seems to be all anyone is talking about. So what's the big deal? Well, here's what you need to know about hemp. First, it is a powerful antioxidant. In fact, hemp oil contains more antioxidants than most whole fruits and vegetables, as well as several key minerals and vitamins like D and E, as well as fatty acids. Second, hemp is amazing in terms of sustainability because of the short time it takes to grow. Where a tree can take many years to mature, hemp only takes approximately 4 months from plant to harvest. Hemp has many other uses other than just nutritional benefits. In fact, did you know that the first 2 drafts of the Declaration of Independence were written on paper made from hemp? Its fibers have a wide variety of applications, from paper to plastic, fuel, clothing, and rope. So, if we have known about all the uses of hemp for so long, why does it seem to be the next big thing right now? Well, here's a small history lesson for you. In the 1700s, farmers in Virginia, Connecticut, and Massachusetts were required by law to grow hemp. And in some colonies, failure to grow hemp could actually lead to jail time. In the early 1800s, during the agricultural age of our nation, hemp could actually be used to legal tender to pay taxes with. Then around the 1930s, with the industrial age taking off, suddenly hemp was made illegal and villainized with a lot of racial and gender-related propaganda. Gross. This was all largely due to the paper industry running scared because hemp was so much more cost-effective than paper. It's just recently, with the discovery of how vital the cannabinoids found in hemp are to our overall health, that people have begun to rediscover all the phenomenal benefits of this amazing plant. There are tons of phytocannabinoids, bioflavonoids, and terpenes that are found naturally in the hemp plant. These compounds, when combined, create a synergistic effect to produce a greater response than any of them can create individually. So how exactly does hemp oil work inside our bodies? Every mammal has what is called an endocannabinoid system. This is a lipid-derived signaling system that was discovered in the 1990s. As it turns out, hemp is full of the phytocannabinoids that activate these receptors. This system is responsible for memory networks in the brain. Hemp is part of the cannabis plant family. Now, the 2 strains that make up this family are marijuana and hemp. So while they may have many similarities, they also have some distinctive differences that are important to know. Both are high in cannabinoids, and these little molecules bind to receptors in our bodies. However, their phytocannabinoid compound levels are not the same. Hemp is high in cannabinoids like CBD, CBG, and CBC, where marijuana is high in THC, which is responsible for the high feeling you get. Hemp is quite low in THC, under 0.3%, which means you won't get the same psychoactive effects as you would with marijuana. This makes hemp ideal for getting the phytocannabinoids our bodies need without the psychotropic effects. Cannabinoids, like those found naturally in hemp, are homeostatic regulators, and they circulate through our bodies continuously. Cannabinoids bind to the CB1 and CB2 receptors, either directly or indirectly. Cannabinoid receptors CB1 and CB2 facilitate the responses inside the body, which are critical to maintaining homeostasis. CB1 receptors are excitatory and can be primarily found in the lungs, kidneys, central nervous system, and liver. CB2 receptors are located in the circulatory and immune systems. So why does this all matter? The signaling systems help your body communicate better with all its different parts. This helps support your body's overall health and general well-being. CTFO hemp oils are completely isolated through CO2 extraction and crystal precipitation. They are among the highest grade pesticide-free, non-GMO hemp oils in the world. Our hemp is sourced from industrial hemp farms that are fully compliant with the State Department of Agricultural regulations and are large U.S. distributors of hemp, rich in CBD, CBG, CBC, and CBN. Our manufacturing facility is GMP certified. This is good manufacturing practices, which means what is on the label is exactly what is in the product. We invite you to discover the CTFO hemp oil, and with the 60-day, no questions asked, empty bottle money back guarantee, you have nothing to lose.
Science behind pharmaceuticals.
Dean Petkanis is the CEO of Canalife, where Doug Brenneman is working on cannabidiol. What's the number on the patent?
It's 6630507, and the title is Cannabinoids as Antioxidants and Neuroprotectants.
That's a U.S. patent.
It is.
The National Institutes of Health believes cannabis could be big medicine. In fact, the NIH has a patent on pot. I mean, the government has a patent that says there's something in marijuana that has medicinal value?
Yes, the government has a patent that was developed by inventors in an intramural research project through NIH, through National Institutes of Health, so it's taxpayer funded.
Petkanis has licensed the patent, which means he can use certain cannabis-based compounds and develop them into medicines. Medicines that could turn into the payday of a lifetime for him and the government.
Reading the government's patent. A lot of research went into it. And when you look into that, you realize that some very prominent scientists turned their attention to these structures, how they would be useful as medicine in the treatment of these diseases. Alzheimer's, epilepsy, Down syndrome.
On top of that, Petkanis claims CBD can be an effective treatment for concussions, traumatic brain injury, and CTE, the disease that plagues a number of former football players.
In the area of traumatic brain injury, a concussive injury, or CTE, the potential is to reverse toxicity, protect the brain.
Protect the brain?
Right, protect the brain, before, during, and after.
How big a breakthrough is this potentially?
This is all new country, Harry. This is stuff that, because of the restrictions of the Controlled Substance Act, nobody touched cannabinoids at all. They just left it there and left it alone.
Back in the Canalife lab in Pennsylvania, Dr. Brenneman is hard at work, trying to determine for certain if weed is really a wonder drug.
Give me a hand signal. Potential for cannabidiol is where?
Way up there.
Right.
And I say that from just the breadth of therapeutic areas which it's relevant to. The anecdotal evidence here is something that really gets your attention. Why don't we have the clinical goods here to make the case? Mm-hmm. And it all comes down to the scheduling of this compound as a Schedule I compound.
But is all that about to change?
Hello, my name is Dr. David Allen. I'm a retired cardiac surgeon and a member of the International Cannabinoid Research Society, ICRS. That means I'm a cannabinoid research scientist. And I'm here to tell you about the discovery of the endocannabinoid system, the ECS, and the significance and how it will change medicine. And we discovered the endocannabinoid system about 30 years ago, and we really didn't understand the significance of its discovery. And so we found out that this is a chemical communication that your body has. It's not electrical, it's chemical, and it's kind of like the hormone systems that people are familiar with. And your body makes these cannabinoids. They're endogenous, so they're endocannabinoids, and they perform some miraculous functions in the body. And we're just learning the significance of these functions. And basically, the endocannabinoid system is responsible for homeostasis. Most people don't understand what that really means, but it's the body's ability to maintain itself and function in the proper environment. And so it's critically important that, that doctors in the future understand this control mechanism. And we're finding out that that manipulation of this endocannabinoid system will control diabetes, it controls cancer, it controls whether you can survive a heart attack or stroke. And so this is critically important for doctors to understand this new science. And the discovery of the endocannabinoid system is the single most important medical scientific discovery ever, and will save more lives than the discovery and application of sterile surgical technique. And I'm a heart surgeon saying that. So more people will be saved by manipulation of the endocannabinoid system than are currently saved by surgery.
But recent research has been looking at cannabis and the different cannabinoids. There's over 80 plus cannabinoids discovered in the cannabis plant. The second most dominant one besides THC is cannabidiol or CBD. Okay. And the research now is over 1,200 peer-reviewed journals on CBD. It's probably the most exciting and researched ingredient or substance right now around the world. Mm-hmm. It doesn't have the psychoactive or high that is associated with THC, but it has a tremendous amount of other benefits, including research shows anti-seizure, anti-epileptic, which is why it's gotten a lot of popularity. You do a lot with children with seizure disorders, and they're getting benefits from this plant in a safe, non-toxic way versus all these drugs that typically don't work. Mm-hmm. And there's neuroprotective benefits, so you see a lot with concussions in the NFL. There's a lot of research being done now with chronic traumatic encephalopathy or chronically banging your head a lot. There's anti-anxiety, which is really important. It's the anti-THC of sorts. It calms you down. It helps you manage stress better, which is how I look at it. It's much more as a preventative or daily use substance than just treating disease states. Mm-hmm. And there's immune support. It's a huge antioxidant. There's just a tremendous. It's easier sometimes to talk about what it doesn't do.
You may know CTFO as one of the few first-to-market pioneers bringing CBD to the world, starting from $0 in sales to an industry-projected $22 billion in global sales in 2022 and $39.9 billion projected by 2027. Timing is everything. If you think the first wave was financially life-changing, stay with us for a few minutes. The opportunity is about to get better. We believe that what we are about to do is as big or bigger than CBD. We have narrowed our focus, concentrating on 6 of the most harassing health problems, such as low energy, interrupted sleep, muscle and joint discomfort, a weak immune system, stress relief, and the never-ending battle to lose weight and keep it off. Our commitment to develop truly effective and life-enhancing products led us to a truly groundbreaking discovery. CTFO recently made history when we launched the Green Happy Pill Shape and Burn Plus to the world. Shape and Burn Plus is a synergistic formula of 14 fast-acting ingredients designed for noticeable weight loss without suffering. Formulated by a naturopathic doctor to support elevated mood and mental clarity, all-day energy, no more hunger cravings, and even reduce waist size, according to a controlled trial on one of the key ingredients, Caralluma fimbriata. What is CTFO's decisive advantage over our competitors? In 2019, CTFO formally acquired the exclusive worldwide industry patent rights to 10X Pure, an innovative body-ready delivery system. 10X Pure supports the bioavailability of poorly absorbed ingredients, so you get more of what you pay for. For example, if you only get 10% of what you take, you are wasting 90% of it. If you get 50% of what you take, that's 5 times better. Just as important, CTFO made a remarkable discovery that 10X Pure protects the cannabinoid acids such as CBDA and CBGA, not previously thought possible. CBDA has been said to be 1,000 times more potent than CBD for specific therapeutic benefits. What's better than CBD? CBD and CBDA in the same bottle and only made possible with CTFO and 10X Pure. Next, we leverage the power of social selling because our members love our products, get amazing results, and share with everyone. CTFO launched a commissionable sampling system to showcase these exclusive products. It's a fact. Research has shown there's a 2,000% higher probability of people buying when they have the opportunity to sample products. So how do we know which product sample to share? You ask questions, listen closely, and share the appropriate samples. Do you or anyone you know suffer from muscle and joint discomfort? Our 10X Pure Relief Cream has CBDA. It's that simple. Would you like 1 or 2 samples? Do you or anyone you know drink coffee? Would you like a sample of our gourmet black coffee, vanilla latte, or both? If you put cream in your coffee, let's ask this question. Does your coffee creamer help you burn fat for energy? Is radiant, younger-looking skin possible in 60 seconds? Would you squeeze a few happy drops in your morning coffee to increase your mood? And finally, related to our immune pack, did you know 70% of your immune system is in your gut? Now it's your turn. Don't waste another minute. Every CTFO product carries a 60-day money-back guarantee. You have absolutely nothing to lose. Shop to save, share to earn.
So that's a little bit about our products and what makes them so special, but this is a business opportunity presentation, and our marketing plan is amazing. You can work from home or anywhere at any time. You could start part-time, keep doing exactly what you're doing for income, and when this income gets bigger, you decide what you're going to do. In our industry, most monthly qualifiers are $100 or more. We have one of the lowest ones we've ever seen of just $45. We have unlimited income potential here. You're going to be working in a positive community, making a difference in people's lives. Your CTFO business is completely free. All you do is try a product with a 60-day empty package money back guarantee, and we even give you all of your shipping and handling money back as well. No gimmicks, no gotchas, no risk. We have one of the highest payouts in our industry, but one of the most important parts of our marketing plan is that it creates true residual income for your family. And that's what you want. You want to be earning money whether you have to get out of bed or not to get it. So let's take a look at one of the really unique parts of CTFO's marketing plan. We call it 5 to Thrive. 5 to Thrive can change everything for you financially. Let's take a look. We have something here called a unilevel, and it's simple yet powerful, and 5 to Thrive is what drives it. So these levels that you're looking at, those 5 levels, they simply hold your customers and associates. How many can you have on each level? An unlimited amount. So everyone that you introduce to CTFO is going to go on your first level, whether they're a customer or an associate or both. And then those people on your first level can have an unlimited amount of people on their first level, which would be your second level. And this just continues all the way down. Now let me show you how powerful 5 to Thrive actually is. If you gather just one customer here at CTFO, of course they're going to go on your first level. Everyone goes on your first level that you bring in. And you're going to automatically be qualified for 10% of everything they buy their first month, all the commission volume, and 2% month 2 through infinity. And then on all the people that they bring in for those 5 levels, you're going to be qualified for 1%. But what if I was to tell you CTFO has the simplest way to double your pay ever? That's exactly what's going on here. If you just gather a second customer, which would also be on your first level, CTFO will automatically double all of the pay I just shared with you on your personal level and your team's levels down below. Now think about this. You can triple your pay by gathering a third customer. I've never seen this at any other company in our industry. That's right. Your 10% would jump all the way to 30, and your 2 would go to 6, and your 1s would go to 3. And if you gathered a fourth customer, it would quadruple all of your pay. And if you gathered a fifth customer, it would 5 times all of your pay. It's that simple. Just gather 5 customers here at CTFO and we will 5 times all of your pay. Now that 50% is one of the biggest payouts I've ever seen in our industry. Imagine gathering a customer that needs our products and wants our products, and you get paid 50% of all of the commission volume on everything they buy their first month, and then 10% thereafter for life. Folks, that's one of the highest payouts I've ever seen. Let me show you how this can add up for your family. So here's the same 5 levels where you can have an unlimited amount of people. Let's say you went out and you 5 times your pay, right? So that means on all of these levels, you'd earn 5 times the pay that I showed you by gathering just one customer. Well, here's the thing. Those people on your first level, those 5, what do you think they're going to want? Do you think they're going to want 1 times their pay or 5 times their pay? Of course they're going to want 5 times their pay. That's why we call this 5 to Thrive, right? Who wouldn't want to get paid 5 times off of the same products being sold? Now think about this. The only way they can 5 times their pay is if they bring in 5 each. That would automatically put 25 people on your second level. And as those people are purchasing, you would earn that whopping 5% of the commission volume. But think about this. Those 25 people on the second level, do you think they're going to want to earn 1 times their pay or 5 times their pay? Of course it's going to be 5 times. That means that they would automatically put 125 people on your third level where you would get paid that whopping 5%. Those 125 people, of course, are going to want to 5 times their pay as well. That would automatically put 625 people on your fourth level. And let's take a look at how just this small team in our industry can pay you. First of all, we have an average customer putting $50 of CV into our marketing plan. So if there's an average customer base on your team, and of course there would be, then you would earn from levels 1 through 4 a whopping $2,000+ per month. Now, here's the thing, everybody. It's not just that it's over $2,000 per month, it's that it's residual. You see, people buy our products month after month, year after year. They don't want to just be healthy 1 month of their life. They want to be healthy forever. So this creates true walk-away residual income. Now, those people on your fourth level, what do you think they're going to want? See, this is where the 5 to Thrive comes in. This is what fuels the whole thing for you. What do you think those people are going to want? Are they going to want 1 times their pay or 5 times? Of course they're going to want 5 times their pay. Well, if they did that, that means you'd have over 3,000 people on the 5th level. Folks, you won't even know those people, but you're going to love them, because if this happens on your team for just 5 levels, then your income would be a whopping $9,875 a month. Here's what I'm excited about. That's over $100,000 per year of not just income, but residual income. And folks, if you're thinking it can't get any better than this, first of all, this is just one part of CTFO's compensation plan, and this part actually pays 7 levels deep. I'm only showing you levels 1 through 5, but on level 6 and level 7, they also pay 5% each of the commission volume. Folks, this is a very robust unilevel plan, and this will create a lifetime of residual income for your family if you build your business here with CTFO. Okay, so it all happens with the 5. It all starts with the 5. Who controls those 5 on your first level? You do. So although results vary depending on what people do here, you are literally in control of your financial future here at CTFO. That's why we call this 5 to Thrive. So we have other ways you get paid. For example, we have our 14-level matrix. It's got this special part of it that has multipliers involved, where you can actually get paid multiple times on the same order, 2 times, 3 times, 4 times, and even more. Folks, it's so unique, we were able to get it copyrighted. No other company can copy this, and you can get paid from all 14 levels from all of your pay multipliers just by simply following the 5 to Thrive plan. That's right. You get your 5, you will be 100% qualified for all 14 levels. We have another way you get paid called our monthly loyalty rank bonus. This is real simple. As people are following the 5 to Thrive plan, it's going to build volume on your team. And when you have $5,000 worth of volume, you'll become a 5K and you'll get a $200 monthly bonus. When you become a 10K, $300 bonus, 15K, $500, 25K, $1,000, 50K, $2,000, 100K, $3,000 per month. Imagine having an extra $3,000 per month coming in and you don't even have to get out of bed to get it. And folks, here's the neat part. If you achieve our top position here at CTFO, Presidential Director, there's a $10,000 per month bonus that really is something that could change your life forever. This is a career path you can count on. All right, everybody, there's 3 ways to get started here at CTFO. There's a good way. Just become a customer. Become a product of the product. Comes with a 60-day empty package money back guarantee. Like I said earlier, we even return all of your shipping and handling, even your taxes. There's no risk, nothing to lose. Absolutely worth it for you to try our products and become a product of the product. I believe a better way to get started is becoming a silver or gold with our company. You simply buy a package that has a 15% discount for silver or 20% discount for gold, and you get to pick what's in the package. You just go shopping, and as the package adds up to more, you'll save even more. And then the best way to get started is with our platinum package. It's our biggest discount, 25% off all the products that you put in the package. And the neat part about this is you can even add some of our sampling products so that it helps you build your business by giving people samples. Folks, this is a very simple business with 100% money back guarantee, so there's nothing for you to worry about. All right, everybody, thank you so much for listening. Start creating your lifestyle income today. I can't wait to see how CTFO blesses your family just like so many others out there. God bless.
They diagnosed us with stage 4.
Yeah. Okay. When Sandy asked us, so what are we talking, years? And she said, no, months. And I've sort of gone, shit. It was like a big kick in the guts.
So we took 3 days just to digest it. And then it was, for me, it was full on, let's research the fuck out of this. I need to know, and I didn't care whether it was conventional or not.
You wanted what would work?
I wanted to know, yeah.
So we just threw everything at it.
Did a lot of research on dosing, and it said to start with 1 drop for 4 days and then go to 2 drops.
Low, go slow?
Yeah, the start low, go slow. And I said, sorry, fuck the go slow process. You're going to 1.5 mil today. We just went boom.
And what had happened when you got those scans? Left side around into here had gone from 18 or 20 tumours down to less than 5. Okay,
Yeah.
significantly. How did that feel being a nurse?
I have asked every oncologist that we've been to,
Yeah.
I've asked GPs, can we get a script, can we get a script? No, sorry, I don't feel comfortable doing that. It's legal for chemotherapy side effects,
Yeah.
So for nausea
That's
or
right.
vomiting, but it's not for treatment. I did actually say to the radiation oncologist, can I have a script? And she said, no, well, you don't fit the category, you haven't got cancer anymore.
Now that you technically do have cancer again, sorry to bring it up again, but what would be the outlook then?
It's still the same, they don't do it.
Because you're not undergoing chemo?
He wouldn't be undergoing chemo,
Yeah.
and we dropped down to maintenance dosing, which was really quite minimal. Because again, finances really.
This is a big issue,
Yeah,
isn't it?
it's
expensive.
expensive.
On that note, I also wanted to donate a bunch of oils to you guys so that you can take on a bit more of a full-scale approach. I understand how difficult it gets for people to service this kind of thing. So
I put my hope into the oil, but what else can you do? Your child's on chemo, and it literally was our last resort. So if it didn't work, it didn't work.
what happened with the tumour's growth?
We had a terrible result in his MRI. His tumours were growing at an exponential rate. His oil was started. His next MRI, his tumours had shrunk. The MRI a month later, his tumours were almost gone. You wouldn't say he was even going through chemo, because he was just that normal. After the chemo cycle, we kept him on the oil. Our oncologist said, keep him on for a year, take him off, see what happens. We weaned him off the oils, and he had his next MRI, and tumours had started growing back. So we put him straight back onto the oil. 3 weeks later, he had another MRI, and his MRI was clear. You can't tell me that the oil hasn't done that.
What was the worst case scenario?
Hunter's eyes would have been removed, both of them. We had a checkup with his oncologist a few weeks ago. He said if somebody had given him a bet for $1 million to say Hunter would be where he is today, he wouldn't have taken that.
Are you planning on continuing taking the cannabis oils?
If we have to sell houses and cars, and we'll do that.
Let's let it not get to them.
I'm Dr. Tom Gionis. I'd like to speak to you about a immunologic condition known as chronic fatigue syndrome. There are approximately 800,000 people in the United States believed to be suffering from chronic fatigue syndrome, and it's more than 4 times more common in women than among men. The theory that chronic fatigue syndrome is related to neuroinflammation, and the wealth of evidence pointing to CBD being helpful as an anti-inflammatory product is very helpful in the potential benefit that CBD can bring to chronic fatigue syndrome. Further, we have significant anecdotal evidence from people with chronic fatigue who tell us that CBD oil has helped them. When patients with difficult to treat conditions, chronic conditions, when they take CBD, it seems to work. That's always gets us interested. Finally, we have studies suggesting that CBD is a possible way to diminish the activity of brain cells called glia cells that can help people who suffer from a hypersensitive central nervous system of chronic fatigue syndrome and other central sensitivity syndromes such as fibromyalgia, irritable bowel syndrome, and migraine. And I can tell you that as a physician who takes care of patients coast to coast, that these hyper-inflammatory, hyper-immunologic systems are amenable to be treated with CBD oil as an adjunct to the treatment of the chronic pain, the chronic fatigue, and the chronic disability that they cause. I think you'll find it quite helpful.
When Medical Marijuana Inc. became the first publicly traded cannabis company, we challenged ourselves to become the world's premier phytocannabis. When Medical Marijuana Inc. became the first publicly traded cannabis company, we challenged ourselves to become the world's premier phytocannabinoid provider. We innovated an online marketplace and direct sales program that cannot be matched. Our success as a company derives from our purpose to help people live better and create a more sustainable world. We sought out the most qualified farmers on the planet and developed the ideal cultivars for large-scale hemp production. In doing so, we were the first to develop a cannabidiol-based product line. We were also the first to standardize the concentration of cannabidiol in each of our products, simply because it had never been done before. In the beginning, there were no guidelines to ensure a product's quality, so we developed a multi-tier lab testing procedure because it was the right thing to do for our customers. In those early days, the technology to produce cannabidiol on the scale we envisioned simply did not exist. So we invented it, becoming the first company to create an integrated CBD pipeline in the process. We developed the largest, most reliable source of phytocannabinoid products for the United States and dozens of countries around the world. We have also led the way in research. We were the first to obtain a license from the National Institutes of Health to develop cannabinoids as a drug treatment for degenerative brain diseases like CTE. This research opens the door to therapies for several other neurological disorders. You can see the impact of this movement all across the globe. In Paraguay and Puerto Rico, ours were the first phytocannabinoid-based products to be licensed as medically approved treatments. In Brazil, one little girl's need for cannabidiol created the first ever government subsidies for a phytocannabinoid product. Now, our hemp oil is being prescribed in Brazil for epilepsy, Alzheimer's disease, Parkinson's disease, as well as for chronic pain and other conditions. In Mexico, the law was actually rewritten to allow the use of cannabidiol to treat a young autistic girl's seizures. To meet Mexico's strict regulation, we created the first completely THC-free hemp oil product on the market. From clean biofuels to building materials, hemp's possibilities are limitless. With it, we can change the status quo. We're proud of the things we've accomplished and the lives that we've touched. While many follow in our footsteps, we continue to forge a new path to health and wellness.
coming to the end of the video, what I would recommend highly for anybody that's serious about building a business with us, you know, becoming an entrepreneur, joining us, locking arms with us, being supported by us and mentored by us to actually build a business and really being part of the team. Not going door to door, not suggesting you might want to do that, but if you are, then fantastic. That would be amazing. You can be even more hugely successful with that. And I can train you on how to do that really simply and easily. But for anybody that's interested in learning how you just invite people to the iDRAMAS platform, taking them through the 10-step process, following up and actually enrolling them in the process, it's really important to watch this video, How to Succeed in This Business. And this is a video, a webinar that I had with my mentor there, Randy Schroeder, who's this gentleman here, who's the leader, top earner within Canaway, who's been in the industry for 30 years. He's making about $1 million to $2 million a year in income, has been for the last 20 years in these industries that he's been involved in, but with Canaway for the last 5 years or so. And he really just walks you through what's called a new member orientation, which is part of the 10-step process, which allows you to actually establish with people what their goals are and help them understand the compensation plan. There is a compensation plan video which he actually goes into detail with their actual compensation plan. It's a lot more complicated than the one with CTFO, but again, the earning potential is massive, and it's really geared to actually help people develop leaders and then become very well rewarded for being a top leader in the business through following the process. So you can really get stuck in with this. There is more to learn if you really want to do that. And this is very much involved in any business that you're starting. If you're starting any business, you are going to be on a learning curve. But the brilliant thing is with the platform, what we created, with the solution, you can literally start and earn money very, very quickly as you're learning by, you know, just being a bringer. Bring people to our platform, bring people to me, bring people to Randy, bring people to the leaders, and actually we can help. And, you know, I'm going to be traveling, you know, across the country, even internationally, you know, to obviously meet people and help represent the people that are serious about building a business, so I can actually help people hit the floor running. And we can use products to actually help introduce products and samples and things like that. So there's a lot more that's going to come with this as well, to really support everyone that joins and is really serious about building a business. But meanwhile, we're going to help people who can't even build a business because they've got no time for it, even though you can actually work this kind of business in the pockets of time, as it's just literally sharing a link here, you know, having a conversation there, you know, going out, doing what you enjoy, enjoying life, meeting new people, increasing your circle of influence, and then finding the right moment to invite them to have a look at what we're doing and be participating in what we're doing to help more and more people as quickly as possible. Very, very simple. But these are the two videos, How to Succeed in Business and the Canaway Compensation Plan, I highly recommend. And then also, how do you access your money? Yeah, because obviously they're going to pay you commissions. And obviously, if you're a consumer and we're going to help you earn commissions, you'll need to create an account for free with our other business partner, CTFO, Change the Future Outcome. It's just a free shopping account. You'll get access, login details for you to log into a back office, and then you just go to the commission management section. And it's just very simple just to set up the system so that your commissions can either just go into the wallet, which will happen automatically, which you can then use to buy product with without having to, you know, put in your card details, or you can actually access your money from your bank account, where you can actually link the two. There's like a kind of global gateway which will send the money through automatically through the payment process that they have. But if you just watch this video, this will explain how Canaway's works. Very, very simple. And here we go.
The new Canaway e-wallet is a flexible way to determine how and when you want your commissions to pay. They can now be kept online for future orders or paid out as always through PayQuicker or any new available options which may be upcoming. The e-wallet page will allow you to view and filter for all credits and debits from commissions activity. Search for a particular date range by choosing from dates and to dates, or for a particular status. Wallet balance will show total amount to be paid out, while available funds will show whether or not this amount can be used for orders, depending on your payment preference selection. A typical scenario would be if the wallet balance had a total amount, but the available funds said 0. This would mean that commissions are set to be paid out automatically through PayQuicker. It is possible for your wallet balance to accrue over time. If you have not selected to pay out via PayQuicker, your wallet balance will continue to rise until you either spend it on an order or choose to pay out commissions. The preference to automatically pay out commissions can be found in your account underneath the link to your replicated site. Here you can see current payment preference or adjust it if you'd like to change. If you have not already created an account with PayQuicker, just choose Create PayQuicker Account to begin the process. Using the e-wallet feature to pay for orders is also fast and easy. After completing an order, just choose Pay from e-wallet at the bottom of the payment information page.
So there you have it, very, very simple. And like I say, it's very similar with CTFO. Again, of course, we can guide you and help you with that part of the process as part of your enrollment. You know, we take people through the step, we guide people through the step. This is what is so important, that we show everybody how to do that, and so that anybody that's building a business can then also show others how to do that. But of course, if we're doing this for you, building a business for you, then we're actually doing the enrollment for customers for you. And so you just have to set up your account, which we can help you do, so you get your commissions, and that's it. That's all the work that needs to be involved. But we hope that you'll obviously be so excited about what you're now being involved in and what you can gain from this, that you will invite people to have a look, and you can invite them to meet me, bring them to me, and I can talk to them for you. So you don't have to spend the time, you don't have to know anything. I can do all that kind of work for you, and our team can do that for you. So this is an amazing moment, and I'm so grateful that you're here and taking the time to look at this video. And of course, what I'm going to do now is just leave you with one more video to watch and play, and that will just be a promotional video for CTFO and their coffee, because you can invite people to try a lovely and very powerful CBDA coffee, which can really improve their energy levels and improve their immune system no end. And for the price of what works out to be about £1 of coffee, and it tastes beautiful, this Colombian coffee, you know, it's a great value product that you can make money from just by having a business with CTFO, and that's just one of their many products that they have available. So I would like to also take this opportunity to advise for anyone that's in the UK, when you open an account with CTFO, there is less products available to us here in the UK than there are available to people in the States. So of course, as part of the enrollment process, we will explain all of these details so that you know what's available. But you can see that when you actually go onto the website, you have your account, you go and you log in, you put in the UK, it will show you just what's available. But on the US standard kind of arrival of that page, you'll see all the products that are available. So you just need to make sure that you put on the UK so you can see what's available. Now, there's a limited number of products available, but the best CBD products that they have are available and can be received. So with that, the enrollment process is very simple. You'll come to the person that's invited you to learn about iDRAMAS. You arrange a platform overview with myself or with somebody who is confident enough to actually go through that process with you already, because they've learned it themselves. And then we just actually show you how to open an account, set up your bank account so that you receive the money and the income, and then start the 10-step process, start the training, bringing people, learning about this, us helping you coach those people into becoming leaders, and that's how it works. So it's a proven, predictable pattern of activity. What we're doing is we're setting in motion, the redistribution of product that's going to benefit people's health, but that's going to deliver commissions to everybody that's involved within the network, and that's how it works.
Out of the ground it grows, an ancient gift to humanity, praised by the past, prized by the present, stimulating the senses, fueling the imagination, lighting a fire in the bones. It has impacted every corner of the world. It has stood the test of time, and while it hasn't been perfect, its qualities are undeniable. But we are pioneers, explorers, on a journey to refine the imperfect, to redefine what is possible. And not only did we find a better way, we found an experience. Introducing CTFO's 10x Pure and 10x Pure Gold Gourmet Coffee. We have revolutionized the coffee experience, carefully crafting a beverage that can be savored while enhancing our quality of life like never before. Sourced from premium hand-picked coffee beans, grown in the nutrient-rich volcanic soil on the slopes of the Colombian Andes, our coffee is made with quality, taste, and freshness in mind. Each sachet of our instant coffee blend is enhanced with our proprietary 10x Pure delivery crystals to support a higher water solubility of caffeine This is unprecedented, and it means a more active and healthier coffee experience. But what excites us most is that our 10x Pure Gold coffee line is enriched with 7 milligrams of our premium CBDA hemp oil per serving. Combined with our 10x Pure delivery crystals, you can now feel the positive effects of caffeine along with the calming and anti-inflammatory effects of CBDA. Experience laser-focused mental acuity and a renewed energy along with an antioxidant-rich, warm, calming sensation. Caffeine, 10x Pure, and CBDA generates a perfectly natural biological phenomenon. Gluten, dairy, and nut-free, we have designed a vegan health beverage for all. Experience 10x Pure and 10x Pure Gold Gourmet Coffee enriched with CBDA. Wake up to calm.